Wayne. Kate blew him up. Welcome James Horan, her stepfather. Don't booing, it's just an actor. And he plays one on TV. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Okay, so James, I know that you've been in a lot of TV shows and movies. Do you get recognized as the man that Kate blew up on Lost?
Not very often. You know, I was only on for about 15 minutes or so, but I'm a part of the lexicon.
That's right. Excellent.
I'm on the lost cards. I think that's collecting those.
So was it ever settled? Are you her biological father, or?
Does anybody know that it gets sorted out? Whether I'm the biological father or that soldier guy was?
Yeah, was it the soldier or was it you? We don't really know.
I don't know. I don't know.
know.
I'm sure somebody out here knows.
Okay, one of us lost geeks then.
Amazing.
And, by the way, L. Scott goes by Scotty, so I'll go to Scotty. What has it been like to play Rose Nadler all these years?
Well, it's been a treat, but it's been a short treat. You know, it's been like a snack.
I don't know if you work for Dharma, and Jay and Jack, who are hosting this party, well, Jack has a crackpot theory that Rose and Bernard worked for Dharma all along.
Yes, we work in the lost and found department.
Excellent. And do you think that Rose and Bernard are still on the island at their little hut of paradise?
I have no idea where or when Rose and Bernard are.
Vague, party of one. I like it. So do you get recognized as Rose? Do people call you Rose?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, all the time.
I know you've been on other shows, you were on Southland, and you've done so much work, and is this the one role that people really have glommed onto?
Yeah, because I think there are more Lost fans than any other fans in the universe right now.
These are your people.
Yes, these are my people. I was traveling a couple of years ago. I was in Paris, and people were calling to me, and it was like, wow. Then I was in South Africa, Rose. So, it's great to know that, this is a global thing. It's an event, it's a happening.
And I think you'll be continued to recognize as Rose even after this ends, because there's going to be a whole new set of fans who are watching the DVDs, and then these people are going to write about you and talk about you forever. So, you're going to live on forever.
Well, I think that might be a spoiler.
Wait, what did I say? I'm used to blogging people. This is strange to actually talk to people. Interesting. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. What was it like to be with Sam Anderson and play his better half all these years? And you guys had such a great relationship. Everyone loved Rose and Bernard.
Well, I didn't know Sam before we started working together, and you guys know that for the first season, I was just believing that my husband Bernard was still alive. So in my imagination, he was a tall 6'5" black man.
Ours too.
So of course, when I saw Sam, it was like, you must look different on the inside. And I think that's really what it is all about. When people connect, it really doesn't matter, what is on the outside, that people connect through their hearts. And yeah, so it was great getting to know him, but when he first came on the show, I was shown a picture of somebody that looked like him, but it wasn't really him. And I said, who's this little old white man? Who's he gonna be playing? And they still didn't tell me, right? And so when I heard that your husband is one of those people on the bus, because we were working on different parts of the island, the tail section people and the middle of the plane people. So I made it my business to avoid meeting him, and every time their transportation would come in, I would disappear. I'd wait and I'd sneak around to see if they'd left yet, because I did not want to meet him. And when we were both leaving the island, they put us on the same plane. And I said, well, don't put us in the same car going to the airport, and put me in a seat far away from him so I don't have to see him. So I'm at the airport and I see him walk by, so I put my head down and I put my coat over my head, and then I feel a tap on my shoulder because he knew it was me and he wanted to meet me, and I knew it was him. I said, I'm not going to come out. Go and get on the plane and leave me alone. And I said, I don't want to meet you. So we didn't spend any time together. We didn't introduce anything until we actually shot the scene where, you know, he comes around, I come around the corner and I see him coming. So I'm really seeing him for the first time. I thought that, you know, that's the kind of, you know, acting and camera time you can't buy, to really see somebody for the first time, and so I took advantage of that. But since we've been working together, we've become, you know, like, you know, Brangelina or somebody, you know, it's always Rose and Bernard. You know, they don't think of us as separate people anymore.
Right.
In fact, we get the same paycheck, you know. We shake it out and I give him his half and I take my half, so.
What was it like to come back for The Flash Sideways season 6? You know, you're on the plane again with Jack, and then, you know, you're working with Hurley, and so what was that like to, did you play Rose any differently, or what was it like to be on that plane again, a different plane?
Well, that was very interesting because we were all very different. There was something a little bit different about each character, if you notice. You know, somebody's hair was a little different, somebody's beard was a little different, the costumes were a little different. So we are not sure exactly what's going on because they did not exactly duplicate the scene from the pilot. So there were just enough changes, and the Lost fans will probably remember that in the pilot I was being comforted by Jack because I was nervous about flying, and in season 6, in the Sideways episode, I was comforting him,
right,
and telling him it was okay to just let go.
Mm-hmm. Which has now become very important again.
Oh, is that important?
Do you watch the same show I do? Yes. Okay. Yes, it's become very important.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, I haven't. I've never seen myself.
Oh, you don't watch it?
I don't watch myself.
You don't watch yourself?
Yeah, that's one of my rules. And when the show first started, you needed cable to be able to get good reception, and I won't pay for cable.
That's awesome. James, where can fans find you next?
I'm sorry?
Where can fans find you next? What are your next projects?
Where can they find me next? Man, I wish I knew. I'm appearing, I'm doing a Coco's commercial right now, which you may have seen. I'm the Coco's man.
Coco's man.
I'm staying busy doing, I do a lot of voiceover. I do a lot of voiceover for games. Just did Dawn of War 2. I figure there's some gamers out there too.
Exactly.
Yeah, voiceover's been very good to me. I got into it about 15 years ago, and that's been sort of a steady sideline, definitely for me. Because on camera goes up and down unless you're blessed to be a regular on a show. But I've guested on 24 and Criminal Minds, and certainly Lost. And, people may also know that I did a bunch of Star Trek stuff over the years too. I've created 5 characters on Star Trek over the years, so I still do. I do Star Trek conventions all over the world. In fact, met my wife at a Star Trek convention in Italy.
Awesome.
I kidnapped her and brought her back here. Yeah, we're getting ready to go back over in about a month. So yeah, I'm just kind of, you know, I'm a work-a-day actor. That's what I do. That's what we all do.
Yeah, excellent.
That's what we all do.
And you, where are fans going to find you next?
Well, I'm appearing here right now.
I deserve that.
But I'm part of the ABC family, and I'm currently recurring on The Secret Life of the American Teenager. I play Margaret on that show, and I play Regina King's mother on Southland, so I'm the constant recurrer.
That's excellent. Before we let you go, we're actually going to open up questions to the audience, and there should be 2 roving mics down here and 1 up there. If you have a question for either actor, feel free to raise your hand and we will try to bring the mics to you. Again, we can't have you lining up, it's a fire hazard, but raise your hand if you have any questions. I'm also supposed to let you know that outside to my right, there is a food truck. There's a fantastic array of food available, so while you're drinking, you might want to eat before the episode. So I'm just saying, there's food available. And after we take some fan questions, we're actually going to roll a little video about the making of the Dharma Band. So does anyone have any questions in the audience? And I will try and see the lights. Over here on my left.
Hi, this question is for Scotty. I really loved how Rose's character was so sassy. How much of that was from the director and how much of that was your personal input on your character?
What do you mean by, you say I brought sassy back? What do you mean by that?
Well, she was just like a take-no-nonsense kind of lady, and I like that.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Well, I'll take all the credit for that then.
Well, like when you said to Charlotte, I've got my eye on you, Red. Yeah, you've got some sass.
Well, I didn't write any of the lines, and I had to say them exactly as written. You know, you didn't get an opportunity to say, I don't think Rose would say this, because there were times when I actually felt, I don't think Rose would say that. But because you never knew where the character was going, you know, you just had to say it exactly as written, because it might be something that had a payoff later down the line, sideways, backwards, or somewhere.
Okay, are there any questions up there? I can't see where the microphone is. Sorry, it's really bright. Thank you. Are there any other audience questions down here? Seriously, people, this is your opportunity. This is the last night of Lost ever, not to be depressing. Over here? Way over there on the end. Great. Wait for it. We're getting there.
Did you put all this together? Oh, no. Hi. This could be for both of you. Have either or both of you followed the mythology of the show? As I know Rose has been throughout the seasons and way early on. Have you done that?
Have you followed the mythology?
The mythology, meaning like from the inception of the
Lost
island.
Mysteries.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of, I did miss some over last year because I was doing a play, I was doing theater, and you know, I wasn't TiVoing, so I did miss some, but I mean, this year has sort of been pulling it all together, it seems, with, you know, the origin of his name escapes me. Jacob, him.